All right, so I'll start with the breakfast items because, that's one of our first prep meals that we're going to be doing. And the burritos, I've learned, are probably going to take the longest for us to prep. And if you want to substitute it with a different type of breakfast, that's absolutely fine. But I love having the burritos on the go. It does make life a little bit easier, even though they take a little bit longer to make. So you'll see that I have the fresh baby spinach. I went the easy route and went ahead and got the pre-chopped onions. Those are going to be more expensive, but I was going to be lazy today, and for me it was worth not chopping up onions. And then also so the peppers were already chopped. And then I also got 6 eggs. We already had some eggs, but I wanted to get some fresh ones for this, and I also wanted to see how much my bill would total, just so I can have an idea in the future for this. And I was actually surprised it was less expensive than I thought it'd be. And then I found these. I actually would prefer the Trader Joe brand that I really like, but these looked really good, and they're breakfast sausage links. So I'm going to cook those actually with the onions and the veggies and everything in the skillet before I make the breakfast burritos. And then this is the brand that I actually like the best for my wraps or my burritos. That's high fiber, and as far as clean, we talk a lot about clean because this is Clean Eating Challenge. Those of you who have been in my challenges before, you'll know that I'm all about 80-20. 20% of your stuff can be non-clean, and this isn't perfect, but if you're going to choose something, that's still healthy like this, that's high fiber, it's not going to, kill you to have a little bit of, ingredients that may not be the best. Same thing you'll hear me talk about here in a second with some other ingredients. Just, remember that 80-20 rule. 80% of your foods need to be clean. The other 20% can be a little off. That doesn't mean chocolate and Debbie cakes and things like that. It just means that you don't have to pay as much attention to some little details that may not mean that much in the future. At Kroger, they also have this awesome organic salsa. It's not too expensive at all, so that's going to be also for the breakfast burritos. And then we'll move on. Cheese. Usually I like to get my cheese at Whole Foods or Trader Joe's. Again, I had to go to Kroger. This was pretty much my only option. Not the cleanest, but I'm not going to worry about it because that's 20%. You also see back here, those are some of my snacks. I love those for snacks. You get like 3 for $4. Those are so yummy. And these are some of the cleaner ones that I've seen. I've seen some not so great ones, and I get the 0%. But if you look at it, this is really, really good. These are very clean. So go for the Chobani, and I'm sure there's other brands. I just think these taste the best. And then you'll see some of my seasonings back there. I've already had those on hand. Another item that may not be 100% clean, but you can find better brands than just Kraft. But again, 20% rule. Frank's Red Hot Sauce. This you can replace with any type of hot sauce that you like, but I already had this on hand, so I didn't want to buy any new ones. And as far as clean for these, honestly, it's not as dirty, I guess, as you would think, because most hot sauces is just like chili powder, pepper, things like that. Same with salsa. Like most salsas, even though they aren't organic, most of them are clean because they don't have too much junk in them. Just make sure it doesn't have any sugar. Minced garlic back there. And then the pasta that I ended up getting was the Kroger brand Simple Organic. So this is going to be for the zucchini, the Italian recipe. And then this is going to be for our cheeseburger helper, our healthy cheeseburger helper. Again, I was kind of mad because this isn't the brand that I normally get, but they were also out of the brand that I normally get of my ground turkey. So this will do for now, but I usually like to get the other brand. I believe it's the Simple Truth Organic is what it's called as well. And then we'll move on. Okay, so I also have 2 cans of Rotel, so the diced tomatoes and chilies, and I get mild. And these are fairly clean. They're actually really clean because it's just diced tomatoes and green chilies and like less than 2% of some other things. Black beans, and then frozen corn. Also, those are like 2 for $3. You can get those. There's usually 10 for $10 at Kroger a lot of the time. Low sodium chicken broth. This is for the chicken tortilla soup. And the apples for the pork loin, which the pork loin I don't have. And then we've got Simple Organic Truth, again from Kroger, marinara. And anytime that it's actually organic, you're going to know it's clean. You don't always have to have organic, but that's an easy way of knowing that it is for sure clean. And you can, I mean, you look at the ingredients here, it's going to be definitely clean all. Yes, we're good. So, and then zucchini. So I actually got 3 because these were a little small. So this is my roundup here, and it doesn't look like a lot because I'm missing the chicken and the pork loin, but I was actually pleasantly surprised that all of this, I got some extra stuff, was actually only like $54, I think, and I actually got a few other things that are not pictured. So anyway, I just wanted to give you a rundown of my grocery list. Bye, guys.